the sap up. So, some of you have been here already. I'm repeating myself, but I will for the sake of the people that just got here. I could put this sap in a clay pot, and that's the first thing, again, I'm talking about before Europeans came, because they didn't have metal pots, right? And the analog, we would think, would be a clay pot. And the way we cook, usually, is by taking whatever vessel, a frying pan or the spaghetti pot, and put the fire under it. That's the way we do it. And it's a very efficient way to do it because heat rises, okay? Now, when we cook with a clay pot, I didn't even bring one here today, but well, I have a clay pot, yeah. It's a little clay pot, my coffee cup. I would prop this on 3 stones and push coals just under the base of it. I wouldn't put it right on top of the fire because that crushes the fire. And I'd be careful not to get a roaring flame going because that'll crack the clay. So you can get a clay pot simmering, and it's a boil, and you can cook it. But there's about 40 gallons of water to every gallon of syrup when you get through. And to evaporate that kind of water in a clay pot, it'd take you to August. The sap would be rotten like that, all right? So you got to get a real boil going. So this is a method they would have used called stone boiling. And they didn't invent this for sugar. They knew about this already because they often cooked with stone boiling. So we'll do a little stone boiling now. And, so I got to get rid of the stones that were still hot. So I'm going to get rid of the stones that were in here. No dirt in our sap. Drop that one right in the dirt. So I'm going to put these over the side. I'm going to add a little more sap there. So that's cold sap. Okay. Find some hot stones here and roll them in. Now it's not very hot. There's a hot one. The stones have huge heat capacity. Once you get them hot, they stay hot for a long time.
How many times would you have to do this before we can finish?
Well, a long time.
Most of the day?
Yeah, I say, oh yeah, this is an all-day project. So, but that's boiling now. In fact, yeah, I'm not going to leave my finger in there.
And each time you add more heat, it becomes more...
So now it becomes more concentrated. I'll continuously add sap, and as we go on, it gets more and more concentrated. And if you can smell the steam, it actually smells like sugar. Let me get another. That's a pretty disappointing boil there because usually it gets cranking.
The little one is boiling.
I get blabbing here and don't mind the fire.
You need some help with putting the rocks on.
And we'll talk about that, yeah. There we go. There's the ice. So, I mean, it's a very effective method of boiling. And those stones will stay hot for quite some time. Does anybody smell the steam? It smells like sugar, which is great, you know. Now there's not a lot of lore from New England Indians about sap production and things like that. Well, they didn't write or read, so they didn't leave records about it. And the colonials don't seem to have left a lot of records from it either. And again, I'm not sure how well educated a lot of them were. But in New France, better known as Quebec, there was a cadre of people that were very educated, the Jesuit priests. And they wrote down everything. They were highly educated, they were literate, and they mentioned that, look at that boiling now.
Wow.
Really, really cranking. And
That's amazing.
Doing this, I should be getting the next stone ready. So let's do that first.
amazing they can conduct that much space.
More a matter of heaping the wood over the
I know, there
stones
isn't
than
even
the
fire in
other
there,
way
just
around.
rocks. Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay. Mommy, that's kind of in the shape of a dress.
You're so used to modern technology. Yeah. Stuff like this, you know,